Hey guys, welcome back to one of my videos. My name is Jesse and I'm going to show you something really cool that you can do at home. Let's say that you have a master sword and you want to display it in a really epic way, and you just don't want to, just hang it up in your wall, and again, you want to do something really cool. And I'm going to show you on how you can display a master sword. First, you're going to need a ice box. This is a regular ice box. You can get these at any store. Walmart, Target, whatever. I think it cost me like $3, I think. I'm going to show you how to do a pedestal where you can put the sword in here. It doesn't have to be the master sword. I mean, if you want to use any type of sword, it will work too. And another thing that you gotta need for this project is spray paint. I think any gray spray paint would work, but I'm gonna stick with it's called satin granite. That's the color name. I think that's a fancy way to say gray. But yeah, I'm gonna show you the bottle again in case you wanna go ahead and buy this. You can get this at Walmart. I believe this was $4, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it was $4. Okay, now we're gonna get into the first step. We're gonna take our ice box and we're gonna draw a triangle, which is gonna be the Triforce. So take a ruler. Clear ruler will work, or anything that is any ruler will work really, but clear ones are pretty good. So with a pencil, I'm just gonna sketch a triangle on the ice box. Alright, so I already finished drawing the triangle on the ice box, as you can see. So for our next step, I'm gonna use a metal ruler and an X-Acto knife. And with the X-Acto knife, I'm gonna cut the triangle, and I'm gonna remove the triangle off from the ice box. So just a disclaimer, if you're a kid and you want to do this, make sure to get your parents help for this, because handling sharp things can be really dangerous. I have cut myself in the past trying to do customs, and it hurts. And one time I fainted. Oh, well, somewhat fainted, because I was working on this Mario custom, which I just abandoned because I got really hurt. So if you're gonna handle something sharp, make sure to get an adult's help or something. So yeah, get somebody's help. So with that said, Mom! I'm just messing with you. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the cutting off the Triforce out of the ice box. Alright, so I was able to cut the Triforce out, as you can see. And this is what I was talking about by cutting off the Triforce. Now my ice box has a triangle shaped hole. You might be wondering why I did that. That way we can paint this separate. I'm gonna apply I'm gonna first paint the pedestal, and then I'll paint this, and then at the end, after I painted it with gold, I'm gonna put it back in its place. That way I don't get any gray color onto the Triforce. So I'm gonna stop the video now. I'm gonna continue this tomorrow because I have a really early class tomorrow and I have to get up super early. So I have to go to bed, and right now it's about 12 o'clock. But I'll continue this tomorrow. And with the X-Acto knife, I'm gonna make a hole. That way I can put the sword in. As you can see, I already did the space that I'm gonna put the sword in, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to put it in right now. Yeah, I'm gonna probably mute the sound. That way you don't hear that sound. So I already put the master sword in the ice box. Looks good so far. Since I already put the master sword in and it looks like it fits pretty well, I'm gonna remove the master sword and I'm gonna start painting the ice box. Alright, so I'm gonna start painting the ice box. Make sure to wear gloves. It comes in handy. That way you don't get spray paint on your hands. I personally don't like spray paint on my hands because it's really sticky and it's hard to wash off. So I'll wear gloves. So I'm gonna take the Triforce out of here. That way it doesn't get covered in spray paint. Right now I'm waiting for this to dry. I'm gonna paint inside the Triforce. I'm gonna use the same color that I'm using for the icebox. Alright, so I already painted the inside of the Triforce. Later on I'm gonna apply gold to it. Let's take a closer look at the pedestal. As you can see, I already painted it. And the beauty about, as I already mentioned this in one of my other videos, which is my when I made the moon from Zelda. When you apply spray paint into a foam material, it starts eating it up, like it dissolves, and it gives it that cool texture. As you can see right here, it looks like it's actual stone texture, which is pretty cool. And if you can see here in the bottom, I didn't do this on purpose. I just did it by itself. It was eating it up, and it looks like it's actual stone. So let's say that you wanna make this have more stone texture. So what you can do is keep spraying in one spot, and it'll eat it up more. As you can see right here, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put more spray paint here, and as you can see, it's dissolving. We wait for this to dissolve. We can spray it here in the corner to make it look like it has more age to it, you know, like it's been out in the elements for a long time, and most of the rock has been broken down over time. Spray some in this corner. In a lot of the ice boxes will have descriptions on them, like made in the USA, how many times it's been recycled. If you want to get rid of that, just use some extra spray paint in that area. So I'm going to stop right here for today, and I'm going to continue tomorrow. I'm going to wait until it completely dries. But if you're going to do this project, make sure to have a full can. Not a used can, because I almost pretty much wasted the whole can on this project. And I kind of used this the spray paint when I was making the moon. So yeah, if you're gonna do this project, full can. And now for our next step, I'm gonna start painting the Triforce, and I'm gonna add a little bit gold to it. In case you're wondering, this is the brand I used. You can use whatever works for you. This works for me the best. I have used this for countless times. I'm surprised that this bottle has lasted me this long. Actually, for every single custom that I ever made that needed gold, I used this. I used it on my Mario Maker figure, on my Mario Sunshine figure, my Luigi Maker figure, my giant Mario Maker figure. I'm surprised. I'm surprised it's lasted me this long. But anyways, I'm gonna start painting this. And I'm just gonna use a regular brush. I mean, that's nothing too fancy. So I'm gonna start now. I already painted the Triforce. If you're gonna paint it, just make sure to paint the sides as well. You don't have to paint the back. It's not necessary. We're gonna display the Triforce in two different ways, and I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. So I'm going to show you two ways on how you can display the Triforce. You can push it in and make the Triforce look flat, or you can just come in here, just push out the Triforce just a little bit, for it can have that 3D effect, like it's coming out of the stone. Which personally I prefer that one because it looks a little bit cooler. Sorry. As you can see right there, it has that 3D effect. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and put the sword in and let's see how it looks. Alright, so there's the Master Sword inside the stone. In my personal opinion, I think it looks a lot better in the stone instead of just being, you know, hanged in your wall or something like that. But yeah, that's just me, but I prefer it this way instead of just displaying it like everybody does. I think this is a little bit different. And it's really easy to make. This is probably one of the longest videos that I have made. So if you stuck all the way to the end, I love you. So if you guys need any tips or advice on this custom, just let me know and I'll help you out. But anyways, guys, I really appreciate you watching my video. Until next time.